Looking back over some of the highlights of the build-up and lead into qualifying here this afternoon, a session that everyone thought was going to be hard-fought, and they were right. And of course a session that was interrupted at times, and that really did put a different spin on proceedings. Team Pakistan made full use of a nice clear track in the early stages. One of the outstanding efforts, no doubt, from Team USA, but this accident for Team India certainly dented their opportunities of qualifying well, and I think probably more damage done to that car than just a broken nose cone. Czech Republic was usually in the battle, and Team France was always fast, but things didn't always go quite according to plan. Richard Lyons felt a bit upset when Team Indonesia was ahead of him just coming into the final corner, and at one stage it all looked as if we were going to have too many cars trying to get into that corner at the end of the straight as well. New Zealand looked quick throughout all 4 qualifying segments. Indonesia was one of the stars of the show, third quickest after the first qualifying segment, but then luck seemed to go against him and he wasn't able to repeat it, or they had problems, or they missed out due to a red flag situation in later qualifying. China, well, they got a good couple of laps in, but it didn't quite come together for them. That was the moment that Robbie Kerr, with gearbox problems, went off at the chicane. Christian Murchison had this spin, thankfully, really without much damage, just a little bit of damage to the rear wing, which the team was able to sort out a little later on. Some of the action a little bit later on, China also causing a red flag briefly as they went off down at that second chicane. Ho Pin Tongbo did get the car moved out of the way, and they were able to set everybody else underway in the next qualifying segment. Portugal and Netherlands had their own little battle to be first to a clear lap. South Africa worked hard at trying to break into the top 10 and get a good starting position for the race itself, but France did feel frustrated that they weren't quite able to show all of the pace that they'd had here throughout the practice sessions. Karl Reindler did a good job for Team Australia, one of his best efforts of the season so far. And Max Velti thought they might have a chance of challenging for pole position, but it wasn't quite to be. France had to settle for third place in the end. Matt Halliday charged to take second place and a front row starting position. But once again, it's Team Germany that's going to be on pole. Thanks for joining us. Join us again for the races.